So now we have this set of clashes. We have a number from 1 to the 178 clashes we have. And we have these tools. The first set is setting for having groups of clashes, then having filter of clashes. We also have for reset and compact and rerun the tests in the case we're using it. Once we are on a single clash, it can appear this assign tab. We will set for an assignment to an team participant. We're also having a comment for those. So it says here that we have found this clash on the 25th of the 7th of 2017 at 4:30. So you know which day I'm recording this. The description is that it's a hard clash. It doesn't have any data, and it says status new. It doesn't have a picture. It doesn't have a comment. So if we go on the other side, we have the elements are quite gray right now, and they are showing me two elements that are one that it's on blue, on green, and the other one which is red. In this case, we have here an reviewing point within a foundation element. So this is a clash because they need to cross, the water need to go down here to get through this pipe, but it can't because it's colliding with the foundation. So in that case, this is a real clash. But as a recommendation, we will learn how to manage all these clashes. Then we need to check the display settings. For the display settings, we have here highlighting the red and the green element, which are the two that are getting. We can also do it by status color. That means that there are new clashes, old clashes. We can highlight all the clashes, and that will help us to understand what's happening with the project. So if we see it on that perspective, it means that almost a lot of clashes come from the foundation elements, since we don't have any space between the first slab and the other foundation elements. Also, we have, for example, in this case, a problem within the column. We have a lot of problems going down. Then we have the isolation, so we can hide other, which in this case I'm not seeing the other elements. And we have the auto reveal. So if we change a clash, it will show us where the clash goes. We can also animate transitions, so it goes from one point to the other one. Show simulation, view in context, file. That's the general file. Want to go home, it's the general view, so we can have a context view. And that's it for the special settings on this side. So at glance, if we have seen this, what I recommend you is that you get proper order on how the elements are being worked. So for example, we have some data on this table that says distance, and we can also give a left click to choose columns. In this case, we didn't export the levels or the grids, but with those we can use them to get a position of the elements. But we can see the clash point. Within the clash point, we know where is the position of those elements. And what we can do is, I'm just going to hide the other one. We can start creating groups. I'm just going to create a general group. So for doing that, I just need to select all the clashes, all of them, just by having a selection shift and then group. That will give me an idea like this. And with that, I will need to start checking which elements are important and which ones are not. So I can start doing it with the viewpoints. Just creating a save viewpoints, manage viewpoints, right click to have a new folder, will be clashes. And I can go from one spot to the other ones, getting save viewpoint, save viewpoint. I need to rotate. Here another problem, save viewpoint, and so on. So with that, I have already have clean. To go from here to drag it to here. Have there 3 viewpoints of clashes, and with that we can manage to see if they are being resolved or clear.